Hello and welcome to my stream. My name is Little and today I'm going to continue to read the webcomic of Homestuck as always in the unofficial Homestuck collection. And I really hope that we can finish it tonight because we don't have much pages left. I think we have around 130 pages left, maybe 140. And I don't think a lot of them are very text heavy, so let's see. Of course, there are also some massive animations in there. So yeah, we are back at Jake, both Jasper's White and Peter's White and Tefos. All of them are cats outside of Jake. So I take it I'm to stand in for the Mad Hatter in this charade? Yes. Expect. Wasn't the Mad Hatter supposed to be like in charge of the tea party or something? I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Nothing. Just sit there quietly, please. No offense, but you're only a prop actor in this fanciful scenario which is serving as a stage for my date with this lovely lady. Wait, this is a date? Hi, Panda. Oh yes, I'm sorry I didn't mention Tsunami, Peter. Is that okay? I guess so. I'm still a bit confuzzled about what's actually happening, so there will be plenty of time for explanations. For now, I invite you to relax and enjoy our party on this peaceful and desolate hilly planet, while that mild-mannered boy across the fridge sips his tea quietly. Okay, but I'm mainly just wondering, where is everyone? Like Aquarius, Carcat, are they okay? They are fine. Well, Carcat is fine, alive and well in this session. Aquarius is also fine in the same sense that you and I are both fine. Everyone else enjoys various states of being fine while alive and fine while dead. Oh, well, some of that sounds like good news at least. It's all good news. I mean news, especially that we are both here now on the stage together. Again, assuming you're okay with that, no pressure. I will say it's a very nice looking tea party you have here, but I've never actually been on a date. It's the first time for everything, right? I remember my first date. I was so nervous. Life hack, it helps if you are very, very drunk. Not that I'm prescribing this as a remedy for you, it's okay to be nervous. Besides, I sincerely doubt you are partial to the drink. I have a feeling catnip's your poison, eh? I've never tried either, sorry. Anyway, it's not that I'm nervous about a first date necessarily. I just don't know who you are or anything about you. You look like one of the human kids, but different. You seem to be part kitty cat now. Yes, Peter, I'm part kitty cat now. Events conspire to make me equal parts not dead, half kitty cat and two sprites. On the other side of that pet tag is the fact that I'm suddenly half human as well. You see me, Peter, I used to be a dead cat too, but now I'm a live cat who's part girl. In fact, we spoke once, while I was still just a cat, don't you remember? Wait a minute. Yes, I think I do remember that. That was fun. Chirp. So you were the same cat then, the human girl, Rose was it? She and their losers got prototyped together. That is exactly what happened, fortunately for us both as well as everybody else. That's very sweet. What a nice way for you two to stay close forever. Combining souls with my loser sounds like it would have been a wonderful way to preserve a memory. Us share all her strengths and wisdom and such. I'm guessing that opportunity is long gone, so it probably is, but really, I don't think you need to change. You're so charming and pretty exactly as you are. Wow, thank you. Hey, whatever happened to Jane's bunny friend? What was his name, huh? Little Sebastian, I think? Where he'd scampered off to? Jake, what are you talking about? He would be perfect for this tea party, like the White Rabbit and all. And I'm like the Mad Hatter for some damn reason, and you're supposed to be like the Cheshire Cat or such. Yes, Jake, that was the idea. Thank you for explaining a thing to us. I haven't the foggiest fucking idea who Sleeping Tefros is supposed to be, or for that matter, who the honking guy in the fridge represents. Honk. Was there a man under the table who honked sometimes in Alice in Wonderland? I really don't remember. So I guess it leaves a friendly cat full as Alice. You're Peter, right? You must be the Alice of the group. That would make sense, since you just got here and appear to be very confused about the situation. By my estimations, it makes you a dead winger for the Alice of this tea party. Jake, just drink your tea. Anyway, enough of the horseshit. Back to our date. That is, if you're okay with calling it a date. Are you okay with this being a date? I mean, like a romantic one? Yes, I mean, sure. Yay! But I still don't actually know you that well. At least not the Rose part of you. But I suppose maybe that is the point of a date, to get to know the other person a bit better. Yes, Peter, exactly. That is exactly the point of a date. Hehe, okay then. So what do we talk about? Anything you would like, beautiful? Geez, where Rose. I mean, Rose cat. Just Rose. Just Rose. Hee hee. What is it? You're making me blush. My head probably looks like a big old olive here. It's quite a lovely color. I don't, Is something wrong? No, sorry. I've never really had anybody like me before. I'm not sure how to handle it. I find this very hard to believe. Nobody? Are you sure? Pretty sure. What a reprehensible injustice that your colleagues no taste. Hey, well, okay, I guess Everton hit on me a few times. But his advances always struck me as creepy and insincere. A pox on the name of this charlatan, I hiss on his grave. He's dead? Yes. Gosh, I mean, he could be kind of a jerk sometimes, but it is still a shame. No, it isn't. It's fine, please. Continue. Huh? You were saying about being liked. Oh, wait, I'm just still somewhat confused. I'm not sure why you like me. Not that I'm not flattered, but you don't really know much about me, or do you? No, not really. I just know that you are very pretty, and from my limited interaction with you as a cat, that you are personable and kind. I don't need to know much else about you to like you. I'm a cat girl of simple taste. Haha, okay, I guess I can argue with that. For what it's worth, you seem very nice and pretty as well. Jake, did you hear that? She likes me too. This is almost too good to be true. I think you should both kiss. Jake, please mind your manners. I mean, not that that isn't an excellent idea, but all things in due time. There's a process to this courtship business. Much how one doesn't just lie down for a nap, bedding must be ritualistically kneaded and massaged before lowering oneself in a circular fashion for a prime snoozing position. Ooh, oh my goodness, what a beautiful analogy. Besides, he has only been prototyped once. I believe unprototyped or once prototyped kernels can, whether brief or incidental contact, the same way you can investigate the flame of a candle without burning your nose as long as you are quick enough. But the sort of contact we are talking about here would be anything but incidental. OMG, you're making me blush again with all this kissing talk. How can you be so forward about those things? I have never met anyone who was so brazen and confident about liking somebody. How do you do it? There isn't much to it. I used to be quite guarded about my feelings as a girl. But cats do not have complicated thoughts about what should be expressed and when. What to convey about your current state of mind is everything. When to do it is now. Don't get me wrong, Jess Bros, I have a great affinity for all things feline in nature. But it's never been that simple for me. I get so shy and worried what people might think of me if I say how I feel. I'm always so scared that they won't feel the same way or just think I'm stupid or pathetic or something. Was there someone you had feelings for? You couldn't talk to about, yeah, who? I don't know, I'm embarrassed to say. You can tell me, Peter. Please tell me your secret will be safe. I promise. Well, okay. As long as you can really keep a secret. My muzzle is sealed. It was Carcat, but I never told him, and I'm pretty sure he never found out how I felt. Carcat, eh? I let you in on a little secret too. You dodged a rigorous spritzing with a spray bottle there. He wouldn't be any good for you. Oh, no, no. Why? Too many anger issues. Always with the shouting and whatnot. He's way too volatile, but I like that about him. Oh, but that isn't even all there is to it. On our journey, he was so obsessive and controlling toward his desired mate's wit, I do not believe that is any way to treat a lady. On the contrary, Peter, you deserve someone who will respect and adore you. Well, yes, I always hope to find someone like that someday. I don't know, maybe you're right, but in spite of whatever problems he might have, I always felt like I saw something in him that made me think he could be that person. Nope, sorry to be the meow of bad news. He's just not cut out for you. Besides, he's involved with someone else now in that great event. He has moved on, and so have you. You and I was right. Neither of us have the same connection to the living we once had. In quite a real sense, it is fair to say that all we have now is each other. Hey, what's up? I suppose it makes a chest bow Spike would be a cat girl for cat girl. Yep. Dave's right. Yeah, looks like everybody forgot a bit. Me is fucking unusual. So here I am. Where did you come from? I thought you died. No, not to my knowledge at least. I was just chilling on John's planet when some shit happened. What shit? Dunno. There was all this wind and shit and the sky went blank. I looked around a while but couldn't find anybody. Then the sky went black again, so I flew off looking for people. Found the planet with a big purple X on it. Then I found you with a tea party or whatever. And now you seem to be a sprite too who was part cat, so that's cool, I guess. Ah, of course. You're the version I traveled with on the ship. I mean, not Rose, Jasper's. Oh yeah, hey man, or at least hey man to half of you. Kind of fucked up that you are part Rose and vice versa, but I guess what are you gonna do? In a state of near perpetual satisfaction with my own existence is what. Anyway, I'm happy to see you are still alive. Even if your bot-like appearance is making me feel a bit wild up, I'll try to control myself, so cool, thanks. So what kind of ludicrous nonsense do you have going here in the land of Stonehenges and the big purple axe? Is that Egbert looking dude supposed to be the fucking Mad Hatter? Yeah, okay, what's with the fridge? Please don't tell me somebody's locked in the fridge. Honk. Dave, never mind the fridge. This tea party bullshit isn't quite what it seems. I'm actually on a date, so maybe we could, catch up later. A date, that's cool. With who, the Mad Hatter guy? Good lord, no, with Nipita. Sorry, I should have introduced you to her sooner. Nipita, this is Dave. He's my bird brother, who's also his wife. Hello! Hey, Nipita, nice to meet you. Don't worry, I'll get you out of your hair soon and let you get back to your tea date with Rose. Hi, Dave, it's nice to meet you too. Damn straight, we are meeting the shit out of each other right now. Hey, put Arthur. Dave, no, don't. Prototype number 2. Claw, motherfuckers. No! Hello? Anyone home? Jade? Anybody? Oh, hello, sir. I'm looking for a man they call the mayor. Is that you? Oh, silly me. Of course you are. It says so right there on your handsome sash. How nice it is to meet you. I was told this is where Jade is sleeping. Do you know where she is? There you are. She looks so peaceful. How odd it is to think she is still in the dream bubble with my other self's ghost. What could they be talking about? The curiosity is maddening. Please hurry back, Jade. Your friends all miss you here. So, where exactly are we going? Back to the source of all this. And where is that? You know already. Well, wherever it is, I'm kinda wondering if maybe I should be waking up soon. I feel like my friends are probably going to need me. You can't wake up just yet. Why? Not time. Not where your physical form is, at least. Where my physical form is, then what about here? What about here? Ah, sorry, this time stuff is really confusing. You are a space player. Yeah, I mean, if it's not the right time to wake up where I'm sleeping, how long do I have to wait here in order to wake up? The correlation between the passage of time and the furthest ring and any given physical location is tenuous. The measurement of time here is inseparable from the physical passage through its knotted space. Those two aspects are closely woven together here to such an extent that they are barely separable. All aspects are. Really? All of them? Yes. I understand how this place has time and space, of course, even if they work together weirdly, but I don't see any of the others. One doesn't see abstractions, not directly. Oh, each opposing pairs and balance throughout this field so as to form a stable canvas. So the canvas becomes less stable with each crack in the field. Ordinarily, one would never directly observe its constituent forces. The canvas would seem smooth from afar, but up close, as it were, the tapestry is circuitously woven. The aspects, while remaining in balance, interfere with each other. They interlock and intertwine. So neither space nor time functions linearly, nor are they conventionally measurable. Wow, I'm not sure I totally understand, but that is pretty interesting. You're predisposed to find the nuance of space intriguing. And since its opposing aspect is more related than you perhaps have realized, the challenges of understanding it are more compelling to you than you realize as well. Yeah, I guess so. Physics are all about space and time and such, which are fun to think about. I like all that stuff. Yes. So are you saying space and time and all other aspects, I guess, are more closely related here than in, like, more stable places like my universe? They are less distinct from each other here, yes. You said passage of time is inseparable from traveling to space? Yes. So if we are holding still, time wouldn't be moving either. That is correct in a way. So motion itself is not the absolute process, it is in a more conventional medium. The measurement of motion requires stable features for comparison, of which there are very few in the furthest ring typically. The more cracks that appear, ironically, the more the ring begins to stabilize, at least in a spatial and temporal sense. I see. So if the cracks weren't there, how would we be able to tell if we were moving? Motion through the twisted space is not gauged by passing landmarks, but anchored to a particular destination. Destination is an idea maintained by the traveler. Idea is a subtle composite of various aspects. Without clear understanding of destination, motion becomes less discernible. With less discernible motion, passage of time becomes less measurable. At a standstill, time loses meaning and can seem to stretch on forever, as all events throughout reality swirl around you in no particular order. One becomes isolated from all else, imprisoned by inertia. That is pretty cool too. I love spacey stuff. Yes. You talk about it in a neat way. It kinda seems like you're trying to educate me on this, like a teacher or something. Of course, that is what I'm doing. Oh, I barely understood anything of this. Well, not that it isn't fun talking about these cool space things, and I know you said my real body isn't supposed to be waking up yet wherever and whenever it is, but to tell you the truth, I would really love to get going and see my friends again. Don't you have the power to wake me up? The other Calliope said she has the power. I do have the power. Oh, so could you please wake me up then? No. Oh, why not? I told you, it is not time yet. We must reach our destination first in order for the requisite time to flow correctly. Only then, man. Why the hurry? You have already proven your heroism in the moments when it was needed most. It is important to know when the greatest good is best served by remaining dormant. Whether the burden is for close to eternity or only a few more minutes. It is something to learn as a space player. Space falls back, it yields, goes to play silently. Then it wars to life when its time comes, showing all who is really the master. And so too, when the time comes, it collapses in on itself, taking all else with it. Yeah, Jade has something to think about. Damn, Rose, I'm a fucking troll now, and part beautiful bird, and also a human boy. Haha, don't even. Shit. Rose, my claws. Look at these fucking claws. Snick, 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 snick. Oh, gee, Rose, look. I see your claws, Dave. Saying it. Ha ha ha. Holy shit, I'm a goddamn typical of a singer, aren't I? It is kind of great. I sort of love this. BDD. Or is this an emoji? That's wonderful, Dave and Nikita. I'm very happy for you both. What's wrong, Rose? Just Rose. I mean, nothing. Sidles up to just both in the coy and tell her feline manner sounded tickled as fuck for my little shaped snout deal. I expect you jump and being all like bumping into Rose with my tall curved back and shit like cats do, I'm pretty sure. Fuck yes, I do. Oh, gee, they do the tall back thing all the time when they are happy that I'm doing that right now. Hee hee. Dave, what do you think you are doing? Dave Peter kindly and rightly informs just Rose he is doing a bit of role playing. No, not even ironically. I think that was a good thing with Dave shades as her eyes, yeah. I mean, shit, Just both, yo, I'm confused about my gender suddenly. What am I now? I don't know, Dave. Well, what are you? I mean, what do you feel like now, a boy or a girl? The cat was a boy, right? Yes, he was a boy. So what does that make you now? I don't know. I hadn't thought much about it. I think I'm probably still a girl. Cats don't have particular deep feelings about gender or form strong identities around the idea. Okay, that's cool, but both Dave and Peter did have strong identities as a boy and a girl. Don't know where that leaves me. Does it even matter? I have no idea. I just started being Dave Peter like 3 seconds ago. I'm not sure what matters to me yet. I think I do like being me, though. A really weird feeling. I mean, not weird, just like jarring and contrast with how both me spent so long feeling like. I think I know what you mean. You do? Guess I was really having the time of my life after I became Jess Bros. Well, for a while there at least. For a while? What's wrong now? Oh, nothing. Come on, tell me. It's hard to put into meows what I'm feeling suddenly. I think it might be loneliness. Loneliness? Why? I'm here to keep you company, and my tattoo is still over there, doing whatever the fuck it is he's doing. You still have lots of friends. I know, but since your transformation, some feelings I thought I had put behind me at the moment of my transformation quickly returned. They were dug up from their shadow graves and left on my doorstep by, you know what, I'm not even in the mood to finish that incredible etymology, you will have to connect the dots yourself. What feelings returned? As a cat, I never had any other girl cats around to be friendly with. It was a very simple emotion, with which I could probably cope if it was all that was in play. The rose half is more complicated. I have memories from a lot of roses. This is true for you as well. I mean, memories from many Daves and Pepitas. Yeah, I do. Sure, a clusterfuck of sad dad Dave and sad dad Pepitas in my head. It feels alright though. Like I'm a lot more detached from those experiences than I ever felt before, but also, there's a distinct feeling of having one Dave and Nepeta stand out from the crowd of memories. The versions of Dave, Sprite, and Nepeta existed as right up until we both shook hands. They still kind of feel like the main ones, you know? Yes, exactly. The Rosa with prior to this had just lost everything before she was killed. Her friends and also her med split. When I came back as a sprite, not as Jasper's, yet mind you, I was relieved to see everybody again, but it was also a melancholy return. I knew that she couldn't be with me anymore because I was no longer real Rose. But when I became Chess Bros, everything changed again. I was a whole new being. For me, straightforward silence, full of small, distant, and slightly jostling curiosities to investigate. Because you never know when something like that might turn out to be a mouse. There were so many new possibilities. Dude, I must say, I'm so stoked for the cat things you are saying. Shoosh, Dave, and yes, I concur about the cat things. Anyway, one of the new things that opened up to me was the idea that I didn't have to be alone anymore. That I was reborn, more thrilled to be alive than I can ever remember being in any incarnation. And that there was someone perfect waiting for me to bring her back. Another strange soul like me, and now I guess it's all ruined. What's ruined? Never mind, Dave. Come on, tell me. Forget it. Rose, just Rose, damn it. You can't possibly just leave the stories there. Possibly. Fuck. Still getting the hang of mastering my cutest little urge to do cat puns literally whenever it could conceivably occur to me. Literally, oh, that's a good one. Just be cat. Shit, that's a bit nickname, sorry. Just right squared. You were talking about Nepeta, weren't you? I mean me, or part of me. Tell me. Dave, she was going to be my wife. Ooh. She was. Yes, Dave, I'm quite sure of it. Well, first of all, maybe you should stop calling me Dave. My name is Dave Peter now. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry, Dave Peter. No offense, but the Dave part of you is sort of the fly in the ointment here, so when I look at you, that tends to be who I see. Yeah, that's cool. Since he became a bird, that part of me got pretty used to being a most unwelcome Dave in practically all situations, let alone when he rudely crashed the tea date to accidentally body sharing shenanigans. But no, I'm like this whole new neat kind of sprite with legs again and claws and shit, and I prefer that my new identity will be respected, please. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I was just sad as all. Oh, I understand. You could even say I know that feel. Rolling my ass off. I love that there's this whole side of me that is all freshly tickled by even the most basic applications of irony. For instance, that was some pig sauce milk, but I'm here lapping it up. It pleasures me to hear you have rediscovered the joys of entry-level irony, Dave Peter. But yeah, sorry for blowing our date, even if she wasn't sure what to make of the date. I was really flattered that you liked her so, but I don't know if it would have led to marriage. I think you all may have been pouncing the gun on that. I don't think so. I had it all figured out. Never got a chance to see any of my moves though, so I guess we'll never know. I don't know, getting married isn't even a thing for trolls. It was just a figure of speech, it isn't a thing for cats either, remember? Okay, but even so, I still don't think you can force something like that. We would have needed to spend more time together and stuff to find out. Yes, we would have spent the time together and it would have turned out to be magical, trust me. Goddamn Rose, getting some kitty cat mixed up in ya made you so much hell smugger than usual. I kinda dig it. It suits you, does it? I mean, you were always full of yourself, but now you're owning it so completely. Feels a lot more honest, TBH. That is wow, actually such a nice compliment. Thank you, Dave Peter. You know, the fridge is like all fucking set up and whatnot. The tea is there. Jake is still setting the mood with the space cadet antics on a nearby hill. We could just keep doing our date. What? I mean, platonically, of course. Course like a cat dog, actually. You know what? Never mind, that fucking sucked. But yeah, what's the big deal? Let's keep tea-parting and chatting about our unique sprite issues and stuff. Maybe even do a smidgen of choice RPing if it strikes our fancy. I think that could turn out to be pretty cute and dope. Maybe. You know, I gotta say. And the Peter part of me is like genuinely mystified about what your issue even is. What issue? Us dating, like as in a normal romantic tea-drinking date. Oh, yeah, it makes sense that she wouldn't understand. I mean, the date part of me is obviously all like, no, stop when I think about it. But the little fuzzy brain tantrum isn't making me feel weird or uncomfortable, it's just sort of cracking me up. Haha, that's a good way of putting it. My inner mono-dialogues have been very amusing to me too. I guess I'm still just a bit uncertain about my nature and my beliefs and whatnot. What about you, so? You're a part cat, so how do you really feel about that issue? I mean, as far as both sides of me know, cats aren't too concerned with that, right? After a while, they don't see bother and sister kitties. There's just see more kitties who are just like all the other kitties. There's a important force within me that grabs at every word of the train of thought, Dave Peter. Good grief, Rose was such a stuffy girl, wasn't she? Yep. But yes, you were basically correct. Asking the Jasper's about this issue would be like showing him two slightly different gray swatches and asking his opinion on which color to paint the observatory. So to answer your question, I don't know. I really don't know about any of this. I dreams of having a beautiful troll girl for a wife dashed moments ago, so I have been speaking from a despondent state of mind since you came into existence. But maybe what you are saying makes sense. I will need some time to meow it over. Haha, meow, so good. That was supposed to mean mole, right? Yes, Dave Peter, that meant mole. But yes, I agree. There's so much to figure out now. Should be popping in my Jumbo's bright brain suddenly, popping like a bunch of silly gophers out their fucking surprise holes. Wanna murder them gophers because instincts. But mainly that is just a metaphor for understanding that gophers wanna like get myself. How about we help each other get ourselves? But wah, non-successfully. I knew you weren't being suggestive. Chill out. So how would you like me to help you get yourself? I don't know. When we were on our date and you were talking to me about stuff and I was acting all embarrassed. That was pretty cool, or at least Peter thought so. You mean about her liking Carcat and such? Yeah, you know what's crazy is, even my new form, I don't even feel conflicted about that. It sort of feels right still. I would have thought there'd be a mess of contradictions about that. Nope, weird, right? If you say so. Not that I'm saying I should act on that or anything. It's like you were saying about being the odd rose out. And when you got Jasper's, everything changed. It's a brand new life for us, so it feels like I should try to leave the old stuff behind. What that means, I also got to figure out what to do with my life now, or my pseudo life, whatever the hell it is you have when you are sprite. Then, what do you want to do with your pseudo life? Oh man, you're gonna think I'm crazy for even saying this. I already think we are both crazy. I have this weird urge to go fight Lord English. What the fuck? I know, right? I'm just strangely drawn to the idea. I wasn't at all before as a really depressed bird version of Dave, and Peter didn't even know who he was until recently. But now it sounds cool suddenly. I feel like the exact blend of people I am is a being that he should in some way be vulnerable to. I can't even explain why I feel that way. Well, you have to follow your heart, I suppose. Dave Peter stealthily stalks their heart as it minds its own business beating at the bank of a nearby stream. They crouch into one of those quintessential cat poses with like their butt in the air. Dave Peter starts whipping their ass furiously. It's mildly distracted by wiggling of own ass, becomes more triggered by movement of ass and beating of heart. Is this what we are doing now? No, I'm just messing. Okay. I think if we are going to make a habit of role-playing, I would like to script out some scenarios in advance. I'm concerned that too much improvisation could end up muddying the narrative. LMAO. Okay, you go right ahead and do that. This was a hell of an unexpected left turn in a strange town even for Homestuck. Yeah, the last few pages have a lot of kinda weird stuff that feels like it doesn't need to be there. So what do you want to do now? You're not going off to fight English right away, are you? No, I don't think so. There's no hurry. The Deuce World stick is being basically eternal and always being already here or whatever, wherever here is. In this case, I guess it just means out there somewhere. I think there are a few things I want to take care of here before I sink my claws into that great A slab of beef tray. Like what? There's somebody I'd like to catch up with first. Who? Just a couple of bros from the past. I think they would want to see me before I go, or at least be made aware that I exist at all. It's a badass double sprite. Alright. Please give these bros my best then. I will. And yeah, I was using the Peter voice for Dave Peter's voice because doing the excited stuff in the Dave voice, no thank you. Oh, Aquarius sprite. Well, we haven't seen them doing some separate stuff in a long time. What the fuck? Oh, it's a quest, okay. All is connected now. Oh, he looks kinda happy about it. And Peter voice fits best with the current personality anyway, thank you. Damn, and I thought our houses were pointlessly tall before. It just doesn't stop from keep constantly getting more and more vertically enormous. Shade is down with the subsidies at this point, like upways. Yeah, we made sure as fuck not to come right out and literally describe that building as tall. Well, yes. We need small and serviceable adjective, and the most ass-backwards way of saying a thing is right there. Tantalizingly hidden within the vast ocean of language, like a treasure in a huge shitty clam. We are way on the same page philosophically, yeah. Here. Who is surprised by this? 0 people is who. Sounds like a club for losers to me. They're lucky they don't have any members, otherwise they'd all be lame as hell. Yeah, say, ooh, why do the houses need to be so tall again? Never actually understood that. Expect to reach the gates, but once we all figured out how to fly and shit, that became so pointless. Yeah, after a while in the game, building kind of stopped mattering. Expect easy and getting them to the top is just a point of completion. Then you dump the Gwistic on top of it apparently. It lets the thing spray out all the Gwist from the horde in the planet's core, kind of like a huge oil derrick, I guess. Oh, how do you know this? Do you guys have like a manual or? I'm in communication with Arceus right. He's working on it now. So you're in communication with him like right now? Yes, via my shades. Which he incidentally used to be, like as a computer which he lived inside as my autoresponder. Right, and why did you make that thing again? Not that you ever told me before. Again, it's just like a stammering tack onto the sentence so as to try and not sound too fucking rude. I don't think it's a good question, it's perfectly fair to wonder what was going through my head when I made him. I've spent a lot of time wondering about that myself, so you just straight up programmed a copy of your brain. There was some programming involved, but also a bit of cheating through the mapping of a capture log ghost in front of my brain. I guess part of it was just about trying to understand myself, but I don't think I would have put it that way at the time. For while I insisted he was meant to be a debate partner or some horseshit, I was pretty young and had some stupid ideas. About irony in particular, but also a lot of mostly for intelligent thoughts on a wide variety of topics. Like philosophy, consciousness, programming, identity, history, ancient pop culture, really it went the full gamut of pretension. Not that I don't still find that stuff interesting, I just like to think I'm somewhat less full of shit about it all now. Yeah, me too, I mean about my interests and stuff. Creating him was an interesting exercise, I guess, but over the years I came to see his development as one of my biggest mistakes. He sort of turned into a monster, but I could never bring myself to get rid of him or even really blame him for being an asshole because he wasn't actually that driven for me, like by definition. He seems alright as Arceus, so at least it keeps him busy obsessing over his muscles, asking for milk and shit like that. I guess I started some project I regretted, but nothing like making a milk weirdo eventually exist. It sounds fucked up, but it's also kind of an awesome story in its own way. I guess so. Maybe I'm lucky I was never that good with computers, now computer art. That's a different story. Okay, it actually isn't, I fucking suck at it too. But damn it, I try my best and make some magic happen, at least in my own mind, so maybe that's good enough. It certainly worked out for you in my universe. Yeah, I mean, I did capture log my own ghost brain once, but I didn't know what to make of that and thought it was kinda weird. So that never really went anywhere, probably for the best. Definitely is. Tinkering with your own mind or identity or whatever. It's a dark road to go down. There are enough splinters of everyone running around out there as it is. Just as a natural byproduct of our reality. For me in particular, probably for you too as a time player. The process doesn't need to be encouraged or fucked with. For real, my bro did cool things with computers too. I mean, nothing like making a clone of his brain or anything, thank god. Just some absurd bullshit with webbots and stuff, mostly to help pop up his various enterprises. You mean the porn stuff? Yeah, but with puppets of course. It was always about the puppets, naturally. He made all these porn bots that would just talk to each other in a chat room endlessly, or like getting each other riled up about squishy bottoms and whatnot. Actually, it was pretty entertaining to watch them go at it for hours. I think they may have been teetering on the threshold of something self-awareness. I expect they only seem to apply that facility to reach even more heightened status of sexual excitement for a bunch of nude soft puppets. That sounds oddly rewarding. I mean, not to say he wasn't still a douche. And as a pastime, cultivating a group of earnest, erotic puppet-loving chatbots sounds so much more relaxing than painstakingly constructing a version of your own brain, and then arguing with it for years thereafter, almost like tending to a little flock of pigeons. Yeah, you know, he did some cool things. It wasn't necessarily all inherently terrible. Things I would really appreciate under better circumstances. He definitely had a lot of drive and also some ideas that warranted a certain amount of respect, I guess. He just maybe should not have been allowed near a child, is all I'm saying. Sounds about right. We really don't have to talk about him anymore so if it is going to stir up more bad shit for you. Nah, I'm alright. I think that is all mostly out of my system. I mean not forever, because I don't think that's how things work. I just mean my renting fit is over and I'm probably good for another 16 years or so and I can return to being mostly deadpan and wet. Okay? Well, in 16 years, if you need someone to rent to again, let me know. Sure, assuming we haven't been killed by like 10 ticks before that, I will. You certainly seem to be the right guy for that. For what? I mean like the most suitable recipient of my historical fits on the particular subject. There's no way I would ever tell Karkat all that. I mean, maybe some stuff, but not all the stuff is just too heavy. I certainly wasn't gonna mention the stuff to Rose or John or Jade or whoever else. If I was ever gonna do one of my patented acrobatic pirouettes of that particular handle to anyone, that really only could have been at him. Except he was dead. And even if he wasn't, and I did say all the shit, there's no way it would have resulted in anything resembling reconciliation, which I think was something I kinda needed, but didn't realize it. So, thank you for being a really plausible stand-in for him where I could rip to shreds, but still being basically innocent of all the terrible garbage. So you end up sort of being like an avatar for him that is much easier to forgive. I mean, maybe forgive isn't the right word because I'm not sure he deserves it. And anyway, it doesn't matter because he's been dead for years and at this point is just an irrelevant deceased weirdo who doesn't matter anymore. I guess I mean coming around to a place where I don't have to feel rotten all the time anymore. And I guess I'm lucky I got to blunder into a reality that just happened to have the exact right version of a dude which makes it possible for me. Sorry, this fucking ramble is really getting away from me. I have no idea if I'm making sense anymore. I think I get it, and sure, you're welcome for me existing. Hey, can that be like the motto on our family quest? I think it already is. Dave and Dirk's dynamic is so perfect. Oh yes, it is. All that melodramatic sad bubble aside, I think it's perfectly cool if you're still curious about your adult self. And I don't mind telling you more stuff about him if you want. I know I'm still wondering about what my adult self got up to. Yeah, well, like I said, anytime you want to know more, feel free to ask. Hey, how about we do this thing? And I met Roxy, we did this thing. A thing? Yeah, it's called the lightning round. That does sound like a Roxy thing. Does it by any chance involve asking rapid-fire series of questions? Some of which end up being a bit too personal and invasive. Well, yeah, when she does it, we could be chill so. When it comes to asking about each other's secret crushes and shit, then I guess I will disclaim in advance that I don't have any and I don't care about yours even if you do. It is settled then on the fact that we are a couple of cool dudes who know where to draw the line with certain topics. Cool, so how do we start? Whose lightning round is this, mine or yours? It can be yours, go ahead, shoot. Okay, how did he come to adopt you? I was a baby and I came down to Earth on a meteor while riding a pony with a pink heart on its ass. He found me in a crater on top of a dead pony and gave me a little baby pair of shades that look exactly like the ones you're wearing now. I see, so you decided to ditch those shades for the aviator glasses? Yeah. Years ago, John got me these for my BA. It might have been like an ironic dare to wear them, I don't remember. Then I got them, I was like, hell yeah, I'm wearing these. Gonna rock these fuckers till the end of time. They were Ben Stiller's. Like, literally. They actually touched his weird sort of gaunt face in one of his films. Wait, see? Stiller? Yeah, incredible. Also such a shame what happened to the poor man. Wait, what happened to him? I can tell you when it's your lightning round. Or mine, whatever. I'm still not sure whose lightning round it is when he was the one asking questions. Dunno, asked Roxy. Okay, anyway, didn't mean to interrupt. But yeah, we would send each other stuff sometimes, me and John. Well, we all would. Usually upset birthday packages and such. We did that too, except I had to send things through time. Always had to figure out stuff small enough to send through the centificator, even when it was piece by piece. Nice. One time it turned out we accidentally sent presents through time. I mean, not literally, more in a roundabout way, we all sent John a rabbit. But all 3 rabbits just turned out to be the same damn rabbit because of stupid time shit. Once I deliberately and quite literally sent a rabbit through time, it was a robot. Wow. He was a no-real friend to Jane. I don't know what happened to him so. Yeah, I don't know what happened to John's rabbits either. Rabbits, am I right? I hear you, man. What next? You say he owned Cal as well? Yep. Did he come down to Earth in a meteor with Cal too? I think so. That was a long time ago. Kinda weird to imagine me strutting around with a puppet as a kid in the 80s. Or maybe just kinda funny, actually. They sure held onto it a long time. Must have gotten attached at a really early age and just never let go. I guess you fell to Earth with one of those things too. Yeah? But if I came to Earth in a meteor the same way you all did, then I guess I just got dunked right in the fucking ocean. Which makes sense. One of my earliest memories is of using Cal as a flotation device. So he sorta saved my life in a way. I guess I bonded with him too the way you wrote it, even if that sounds a bit stupid. Then again, it didn't help me as much that I lived alone in the middle of the ocean. He was my only real-life friend, I mean, until I built some new ones. Wait, we fucked up. I asked you a question, it's not my turn. Keep fighting. Okay, how did your bro die? He died fighting one of those jacks. At this point I almost forget which one. No wait, okay, yeah, it was the omnipotent dope one. The Jack from our session. He was fighting like a leather form of him, and then Jack got extra prototype by dog powers and then got outmatched and stabbed with his own sword. Pretty sure Dave tried fighting with him and almost died too, but then it turned out he didn't. But now I'm at least 99% sure that Dave's is definitely dead and won't suddenly reappear as a stupid surprise or anything. I hate stupid surprises. Weird. So you said he trained you. I'm guessing that means he knew what was coming, or some things about your future at least. Seems that way. Not sure what he knew or how he knew it. All our guardians seem to know bits and pieces of stuff in the vague mysterious things to prepare. To this day I have no idea if he was training me to fight Lord English or if he even knew who that guy was on any conscious level. Or it was more like general purpose training to be able to survive some hardship after the end of the world had happened. You'd have to ask him, but that's impossible. I do know he managed to get the drop on a meteor before I entered the game. What? As far as I can tell, he stood on top of it and split it in half with a sword. Not to be too much of a wet blanket on the bed as fuck anecdote, but that sounds kind of far-fetched. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But then again, so does a baby get ducked from space in the ocean and floating on a weird dolan and growing up by himself with no adults around. That's not far-fetched, it was pretty straightforward. I think I just found a building poking out of the water, climbed up, then I just started foraging for food in there like a feral infant. Supplies which I'm sure your adult self must have left behind for me, seeing as he clearly must have known some things about the future too. Speaking of which, maybe it's your turn now? Yeah, okay, questions about me, let's see. Okay, first, the fuck of all, what happened to Ben Stiller? He was deemed a heretic and was crucified in the Washington monuments by some clowns. Wow. Due to his dedication to freedom and peace, he came to be seen as a martyr and a holy figure. He was left on the monument as an example to all, but thousands of faithful gathered below to gaze up at his pious sort of gaunt face. For years thereafter, his followers would carve stone busts of him in his memory, capturing the piercing glare of his final expression, but they were all smashed to pieces by the Presidential Church. That righteous movement didn't last very long. Rumor has it that Betteridge had a lot of experience quashing righteous insurrections. Did my adult self get pissed about Stiller? I bet he got pissed. Yeah, there was a whole series of final insults that led to his active rebellion, instead of just producing subversive media. At one point, the witch remastered all of his films to clean up all the shitty artifacts, and released them in stunning high-def quality all over the world. Using a rational business model and everything that really set him off. What the fuck? How fucking dare that woman? So then he tried to kill the Betteridge, right? It was the same as the alien as a condense in the session? Yes, same one. And yeah, he teamed up with Rose from the same era. They supposedly put up a good fight, but both died. So, does John know that he is literally about to go fight Betty Crocker yet, or what? I have no idea. I really don't know John at all, or any of your friends. I know Jane was the heiress to the Crocker brand. Obviously, it is her name after all. Was John the heir to that empire in his universe? Nah, I mean not to my or his knowledge. He just fucking hated that company for some reason. I think his reason was literally as mundane as just being slightly overexposed to cake. That's classic John, so he doesn't get pissed about anything except for the absolute dumbest shit. But I guess his instincts were right in this case. Maybe we should just not tell him that he's fighting Crocker. I think the pure dude has probably had enough mental breakdowns for one adventure. We all have. I'd like to get to know him, not to mention Rose and Jade. Would have been nice to hang out and chat in a circumstance where we weren't supposed to prepare for an imminent deadly struggle. Yeah, well, I guess we could have hung out there a few minutes longer. I mean, you wouldn't have got much out of Jade, who was stuck in permanent mode, just like old times, I guess, huh? She used to sleep a lot, But yeah, there wasn't much time except for like a bunch of face and oh nice to meet yous. And also, I think it would have still been a shitty train wreck socially if we all just hunkered down right then and there for another extended bout of sweet-eyed pal talk. Right, I was kind of nervous about lingering there for more than a minute or two. Mainly because of Jake. I didn't want to make him uncomfortable. I think I have done enough of that. I guess Jake was kinda like your John of the group, huh? Wait, that was pretty dumb conversation, never mind. Nah, sounds about right. Seems like John was your close buddy growing up and Jake was mine. John and I really had anything like a falling out, except for not talking to each other for a few years on account of being on a meteor and a boat respectively. But I guess you do have some body troubles or something? Yes, a lot of body troubles. I vaguely touched on it earlier. I was a really bad influence in his life. What happened? A lot of things that were mostly my fault. Basically, I think I bullied him into dating me. Also, I had plenty of help from my autoresponder. There were a lot of insane plans that he hatched on my behalf, but in fairness, I went along with some. To this day, I can't really tell how much of that bullshit was his doing and how much was mine, which I've just covered up through denial selective memory. Wait, you dated Jake? Yeah, that didn't last long so. It was really lopsided and kind of forced, so you… what? Nothing. I think we are breaking one of the rules here. This tank got too personal. Oh yeah, I forgot we weren't doing that. Anyway, carry on. You were asking about adult Dave? Yeah, so that covers how he died. Taking a futile stand against some unbeatable foe can't say I'm too surprised about that cause. What else is even new? What about his early life though? Guess I arrived around the same year my bro did in my universe. Just came down on the same dead horse I rode in on, into a world full of opportunities. How did I get started? His early life isn't well documented. There's hardly anything to read about him until he broke into show business with a few obscure projects at the turn of the century. It all snowballed from there. I guess the one thing we know for sure is I didn't find a kid in the crater and take him under my wing. That was probably for the best. Actually, maybe it's better that most of his story is left to my imagination. And I like how you said you spent a lot of time thinking about him, filling in the gaps of his ridiculous exploits. Right. There's certainly a lot of lore to work with, urban legends and stuff. Like what actually? Wait, don't tell me. At least not now, maybe down the road it would be cool to hear some. I think I'd prefer to fill in the blanks myself for a while. Really, it sounds dope as hell to imagine that sort of blank canvas life, dropped on Earth as a kid in the 70s or 80s or whatever, with nobody able to wheel me in. I'm just having to figure stuff out, especially knowing that many years later it all worked out okay. Really wonder what I did. Was I like some homeless 80s muffin? Jesus Christ, it sounds fairly endeavable if so. Maybe I slept in an alley on a bed of Rubik's Cubes and all merchandise, or maybe offered my old school web services for food. Like through a shitty cardboard booth, you know, like the one from the fucking Charlie Brown comics. This is what's a reference for your interest. Yes, exactly. This sounds like exactly the life for me. What if without a penny to my name and the wind at my back I hopped the boxcar to the Big Apple? Because as a dumb child I naively believed this where they made all the apple juice. I'd be sorely disappointed when I got there, but it wouldn't matter because I'd probably scrape together a living on off board with like making shitty cartoons on stage and saying, "You guys, this would be so much funnier once the internet happens, trust me." Then the aristocratic patrons of fine theater just shrugged and dumped their shillings into my orphan head. Sounds to me like you've been reading up on the urban legends already. Ha ha ha. I wonder if he had, like, friends. It sounds like he knew a lot of people, at least later in life. Sure. I mean, I'm sure he knew Rose at some point, because obviously they teamed up. But as fairly old people, it sounds as though they only knew each other as a result of their notability. This seems likely. I mean, more like the friends I grew up with. He couldn't have grown up with John or Jade as friends because they were already old by the time he got there. This cool 80s kid fantasy was probably just a lot lonelier than I've been picturing in my sweet daydreams. I didn't even have the mayor. God, what a nightmare now that I think about it. I wonder if all he cared about was making little shit and fighting evil pesky muggles. Do you know if he had any other interests? Like what? I don't know. Had you ever read any urban legends about paleontology? Paleontology? There's a scientific study of dead shit. Not that I recall. I guess he probably didn't do anything with that. What a shame. Maybe he never even got the idea since he had completely different experiences. But if I were suddenly dropped back in the 20th century, I'd probably look into it at some point. I don't know how so. I think it would be mainly like some sort of silver-pointing interest. Something relaxing to think about instead of a bunch of ironic and stupidly ambitious objectives. Yeah, like the porn bots. Yeah, exactly. Maybe someday, when we are both old men, you can live a quiet life tending to your fossils. And I will do the same with my dear collection of simple-minded chat robots fixated on Papa Death. Sounds like the fucking life to me. What was the lightning round question that stemmed from again? I forgot. Dunno, maybe we are tabling off with some lightning round stuff anyway, and it's just a naturally deteriorating into regular dude chat. Maybe. You sure you don't have anything else before you say it's officially deteriorated? Hey, here's a curveball. What the fuck are you wearing? My prince gear, you know, leggings, slippers, a poofy Astro pants, a hood with some sort of cloth deal embedded in it. Basic stuff for princes, apparently. Good to say. Some of these Gautier and Samus really are something. I thought I hated it at first. But over the couple hours I spent flying back with time to think about all sorts of stuff that kinda grew on me. The Astro pants are pretty damn comfortable, so I don't know if I even care how stupid they look. And I'm kind of an asshole after all, so who am I to complain? I thought the same thing about my cape outfit at first. Felt like some pose from the Renaissance Festival, like maybe I should get on a horse and sing a shitty ballad. But then it grew on me pretty quickly. I clever took it off in 3 years. You're right, it's comfortable and they are fucking magic pajamas or whatever. And they start to feel like part of who you are after long enough. I mean, they're supposed to last you forever, right? Kinda by definition, since they come along with immortality, maybe part of the magical nature. Nature includes this insidious quality where they grow on you. Or not, I don't know. Maybe this is bullshit and I'll just wear some normal person clothes when this is all over. What about you? Are you gonna wear got nuts forever? No, I'm sure I'll wear regular stuff again at some point. If a shirt with a head on it can be deemed regular, I'm cool with deeming it as such. Yeah, maybe you're right and we should all stop dressing like tools from an infinite magic slumber party for floundering teens. And just look like standard floundering teens. Some of the get-ups are pretty out there, Jake, so, damn, said Paige costume. I'd have commented on it, expect that would have been casting a stone through a particular fragile glass wardrobe, so I just flew away. Yeah, there was some palpable awkwardness there. Sorry, I'm still trying to, wrap my head around. What, damn it. Okay, I guess I might have to break one of our lightning round rules, only a little so, I hope. About what? The personal stuff? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, maybe I'm not even asking you anything. Maybe this is just a starting point to ramble to myself on a certain topic, I think. There's a slight chance I may be the biggest idiot in the world. When it comes to understanding some things about my bro, some pieces I never really put together about him, until maybe literally right now, which I think makes me an objective dumbass. What does this have to do with me and Jake? I don't know, nothing. Maybe I don't want to ask you anything about Jake. Maybe I'll just keep abiding by the code of basic dude manners on that. If I bother skirting the line of this rule, maybe I'd rather ask you other stuff instead. Like what? Say one of your best friends is a knucklehead you haven't seen in 3 years. Unless you use ultra-direct and explicit language, he just won't put 2 and 2 together himself. And also say another best friend is a girl you feel like you had kind of a special relationship with, but you also hadn't seen in 3 years, and she's asleep. But at some point she'll wake up and you have to talk to her. This is dumb, I'm not making any sense. Let me start over. Okay, let's say way back whenever how did you tell your friends? Peter? Yeah, I mean, Dave? Yeah, Dave and Peter. Peter, Dave Sprite. Dave Peter. Sprite squared, lol. Dave Peter Sprite squared, it is I argue Sprite to the first power. Which is to say, Equius and an artificial intelligence composite of your bro in the form of the cool broken sunglasses I'm wearing. Yeah, no, Demi. How is this possible? How did you come to be? I don't know. What happened? Was on a tea date, shook hands with myself, you know. Basic fuckery. How did you come to be I? Yes, it is a fair question. Some bullshucks happened which made little to no sense, and now here I am. I can only presume this was the case for you as well, given your incoherent and poorly developed anecdote. What you doing there, bro? Oh, nothing really. Doing the final verb for this session. Releasing the grist towards nothing that matters now. Now that you were here, sniff. Yo, are you crying? Oh. Dave Peter, I apologize for his embarrassing secretions from this imperfect semi-electronic form. How ironic that I spent virtually 100% of my time secreting literally to virtually 100% of my body surface area, and yet a few more drops of my eyes would cause me such shame. You're so fucking gross. I really missed you, dude. I missed you as well, or I would have had I permitted myself to think about you. Alas, I failed to protect you from an unpleasant clown in the most disgraceful way possible, much to the shame of my dead troll Horf, and much to the disgust of my digital human Horf. Hence to the Peter portion of you, Dave Peter. I am so very strongly sorry. There's nothing to apologize for. Peter forgave you for that, and anyways, I'm not even her anymore. I guess Dave White had some old issues with his bro he never really sorted out, but hey, I'm not him either. And you're not his bro or queers, you are queers who is a new and cool and beautiful thing, and anyway, all those old troubles are feeling so overwhelmed by new and different emotions, and it's great. Yes, Dave Peter, you are right, it is really flipping great. Slight sob. Oh, there, you blubbering goddamn cutie. Dave Peter snaps curiously at Agnes' bright golded emotional body. You, Dave Peter exclaims, recalling like they were just using the muscle to investigate the business end of a shitting dog. What are you, I mean? Aquil submits this question to Dave Peter in the form of a third-person statement, thereby acknowledging once and for all that he is in no way above the childish nonsense of a former moral. In fact, acknowledges by extension that he is not above anything or anyone and never was. Oh gee, yes, I mean that was a good start, but also a little abstract, man. You should try incorporating some actual behaviors and actions into your RP things to punch them up. Behaviors and actions? Yeah, like, think, dude, how the hell is Dave Peter supposed to react hugely to some internal epiphany you're having? How's that shit externally telegraphed, bro? I see. I mean, Arquius sees. Arquius soon realizes he will need a truly unreasonable supply of fresh dry towels to absorb the perspiration caused by 2 separate lifetimes of regrets and foolishnesses. He embarks on a musical quest of the spirit through a land of his imagination designed as a part of his personal alternative universe fiction. It is a mountainous land consisting of only fresh, perfectly folded white towels, and rivers of milk running through it valley. Yum yum! Yum yum indeed, he sings to himself with a silicon brain, exactly 1 trillion times per second for several seconds, but knows no time to sup from the streams of dairy. He gathers a heap of clean towels in his wrapping arms. Yes, these guns you see here, 2 astonishing sandwich meat trunks clutched uncertain rectangles of fabric like tremendous baguettes of blink twitching protein tissue. He reflects on his pair of powerful weapons with admiration and wonders quietly if Dave Peter would like a complimentary ticket to the gun show. But due to his obscenely powerful mind, this talk took place in the blink of a microsecond and proceeds to have additional similar weapon cyber weaponries. including but not limited to sorts of fondness for Dave Peter and some extremely complex genetic algorithms comparing the methods of various redemptive gestures. And Aqueous, you are upping your internal thought process again. Oh, sorry. It's okay for starting out. You'll get the hang of it if you keep at it. You being willing to try is all that matters and is hella nice. That's a pure sick beat. You mean like a rap beat? Dieu? Arceus wonders if the power would be distinctly in the hypothetical plane of roleplay or if it will be an audible phenomenon taking place in reality soon. Dave Peter gives a little knowing nod as if to say you bet your chiseled ass it will be an audible phenomenon in reality soon. Arceus begins flexing visibly in time with the beat of the proud rap. This hypothetical role-playing action should also be regarded as a precursor to the beat being a little executed in reality. Dave Peter starts dropping the little pure beat you ever heard, but stops suddenly as they become mesmerized by the hypnotic pressing of Arceus' voice among his muscles. Do you really like them? He says. I really do, they say. Would you like to touch my muscles, Dave Peter? Yes, I believe I would. Then I must command you. Please touch my muscles. Yes, okay. I won't take no for an answer, Dave Peter. Touch my muscles. I said yes. Touch my muscles. Yes. Touch my muscles. Yes. Touch my muscles. Yes. God, I forget just how much text was there. I wonder if I'm really getting through it today. Damn it, dude. Why don't we stop pussyfooting around stuff and get down to breast text? What breast text do you mean, Dave Peter? I think you know. Dave Peter, you were suggesting what I think you were suggesting. To be clear, you were insinuating that we attempt to execute a rare and highly sweet bro hug bump. Well, yes, I am. I'm insinuating that we attempt none other than that exact type of hug. Are you ready, dude? Yes, let's do this thing. Yes. Let's make this shit work. Yes. We're doing it, man? Yes. You're making this happen. Yes. Oh my god. It was too loud. Here it is. The greatest reunion like the greatest moment. It does not get better than this. It will not get better than this. At some point, for the face, the sexy with the warp animation, which you can see to stop watching and listening to, is thought across to you. The thing with the central belief is a set we made it. This one-page triumph has just retroactively vindicated long and arduous journey behind it. After every bump in the road, every setback, every nagging doubt about the story's direction, every fucking setback, every nagging doubt about this story, every fucking time your wife got the shaft, all of that just got wiped away in the blink of a tearful eye by the single greatest piece of media you have ever experienced. You can finally say the absolute conviction that it's all been worth it, it has all paid off. All roads, no matter how treacherous, brought you to this glory. Every absurd plot thread, every bad head twist, all the retcon stuff, the quite weird shit, every bit of dubious narrative that they're in. All of it, you know, real life was designed with extreme and precision to achieve a similar magnificent result. Would be blown away in hindsight by the shocking feat of multiverse. Your jaw was raising the floor by now, but with a deep sense of tranquility welling inside your bottom now that you know that audacious promise has been utterly fulfilled forever. You know into your, what is it? 11th, maybe 12th loop of the animation, you've lost track and it doesn't matter. What's the hurry, you wonder? What's the harm in camping on this page for a while longer? What else do you have going on? Maybe it's time to face the facts. This is truly all you have. This is your life. Without breaking eye contact with your monitor, you find yourself reaching for your smartphone. Wait, why exactly am I doing this, you wonder? Why am I going for my phone? You're going for your phone because it's time to take a fucking picture now, numps. You decide that digital photography is the best way to make your shit last forever. You nod and go, oh, that makes sense, yeah? I'll still need to take a picture of this animation with you 30 times by now. Make sure you get yourself in the picture too to prove you were there. The mum will watch a selfie. Take a goddamn selfie of yourself posing to page 9,828 of AmericanAdventures.com. As you contact your body to pose next to your screen and keep your camera with your selfie mode, I continue my unpunished stereotype to instruct all other readers to do the same. I want to see selfies, people. I need to see your ridiculous mugs next to you. Choose gentle popping tweets posted publicly on all of your social media to not spread the sound. Not just a few thousand either, oh no, like an old and white meme once foretold. I'm gonna need to clear 9 big ones here. In fact, I'm gonna need your service jacked up so far for 9,000 sites will have to start addressing new numbers to keep track. Choke the internet with your selfies, or with your force as my witness, I will delete this fucking website. If I don't see enough selfies out there, I will stop Homestuck from their crashing servers and never speak its name again. I will delete every shred of ingenuity, political influence, and what resources I have to read in darkness on this planet. Post yourself thoroughly, posting often, posting the save the modern literally, masterpiece, posting the save the lives of brilliant, but also people posting because you really want to. We're probably going to do it anyway, but you didn't say all this bullshit. I don't have my Hey, they are back. How did it go? Went cool? Bob Kelly off with Jade and Maya? Gave Kanaya space egg? Shit is shaping the heck up? Nice. What's happening with Rose here? Your hair is missing. Hey, hello, hummingbird. Hey, what's happening with Gaia? It looks like someone has finally released the quiz that's ready to receive a Kickbass offering now, and someone is able to light the fort to this. Oh, so how do we do that again? In our session by this time it was too real. In the present circumstances I think it will be tricky, huh? Every magic ring I'm aware of is currently in use, some by friends and some by foes. Oh, well I wouldn't worry about it right now. There are more pressing things to think about, like fighting a lot of bad guys, by the way. Where's Carcat? He's meditating. He's meditating. What, meditating? Yes, inside a pretty and bewildered cave. The cat now really blitz chakras apparently. What the fuck is a chakra? Fuck! Some soul chunks that get blitzed in the presence of a snake goddess. This doesn't sound like something Carcat would do. Are you sure this isn't some sort of bullshit? It's a friendly tour, not bullshit. Let's change the topic. Agreed. I think I speak for all of us when I say we've been bullshit entirely enough bullshit already. Let's get on with this. John, you are our leader. If you are to try to deny that one more time, so help me God, I will acrobatically pirouette so hard off this lily pad, I'll perform a supersonic swan dive through Skya and impregnate the battlefield with my own incredulous torso. Now please tell us what to do. Oh, okay, I won't say I'm not your leader anymore, jeez. I think it's about time to get going. By my estimation, all the bad guys should be getting here any minute, so we should go find the Condense and ambush her. She's supposed to be in Durs, right? Yep. Alright, then let's go. I think we are as ready as we are going to get. We all have weapons, cool powers, a plan of attack, and most importantly of all, each other. Never forget, teamwork is our secret weapon here. Probably the most powerful weapon we have. Second, only perhaps to the power of friendship itself. Remember that, guys. As long as we have teamwork, friendship, and cool powers on our side, we can't lose. You're my best friends ever, Rose and Roxy. And Kanaya and Therese and Dave and Jade and Carcat and also Jane and Dirk and Jake and John. Hold on, Rose, I'm almost done. And Kelly and Tefros and Cat Rose and the sweetie guy are probably not the clown on the fridge zero, yeah, and even probably Whisker. On the Maya, he's great too. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it. Anyway, I believe in you all and I know we can do this together. Now let's go kick some ass. That's good shit. Very leadery. How was that, Rose? I don't know what I expected. Huh? Wait, did I say something now? No, it was fine. Roxy's right. It was very leadery, very John. I'm just wondering now if you're really going to embrace this business of leadership. Maybe you'd consider hiring a speechwriter. A speechwriter? I don't know, Rose. I think I'd be pretty bad at memorizing speeches, especially ones you wrote. Touché. Yeah, the period of the handle meme came back. Hey, Therese, you coming or what? What? What did you say? Get over here. It's almost time to fight. Dave, are you talking to the little foamas again? What was that? I'm having trouble hearing through the little foamas. Hold on, let me smooth my ear up against it. Never mind. I will be right there. What? Okay, everybody. Sounds like Dave and his crew are ready. I'm going to fly over there now. Hope you all have fun murdering your designated villain. Catch you later. Bye, idiot. Wow, John, chill out. Sorry, I guess I got carried away. No offense. Some taken. What? Kilos calibrated, so he began twirling a vacuum tube Eggy. Hey, who's there? Guess you must be busy finding some weapon or recruiting ghosts or killing about English. Whatever it is you are doing out there, I just wanted to say a few things before I have to go fight, actually. Maybe it's better you aren't responding for now. Maybe I can finally say some things I want to say that I might not have been able to do when you were around. It's been a good few years, and much better time than I probably deserve to have, considering what I almost did. Thank God I didn't. Well, thank John, I guess. He's a good kid. They all are. Even these new smucks. What a sweet and charming bunch of stupid losers. Don't fucking dare tell anyone I said it, but I love them all. I don't know what is wrong with me, that I can't just say stuff like that directly to people. They certainly don't appear to have that problem. You never seem to have much trouble saying whatever was on your mind. Maybe that's why I have so much trouble with the idea of letting go of you. You aren't afraid of what's inside your mind. You always seem at ease with your own capacities. Even if they lead you down a road of self-destruction. Like, yeah, we flashed on stuff. I acted like it was all about ideals, and how mine were better or something, but maybe I was just pissed about your attitude of certainty. And angry at myself for not having it. I think it's something I needed in my life, even if it came from someone else. Only to keep me assured it's possible to feel that way. I know you think I'm weak for needing you, now that you'd ever tell me that. It's nice that you cared enough never to jab me about it, but I could always sense it, that you knew. You knew I depended more on you than you did on me, and you pity me for it. I mean, not like maliciously, you probably just see me as a bit tragic. You can't help it, and I don't blame you. I think spending time with all those cute goobers and seeing how when they are all together, they seem to like complete each other, I think it made me realize this about us, or about myself. I never felt whole. I still don't. And you made it so I didn't have to face that feeling for a while at least. And now that I think I know this about myself, I think I get it. The feeling will probably never go away, only covered up at most, maybe. We could win this fight. Create another universe, succeed in every way possible, and I still feel incomplete. Victory won't fix me. Maybe nothing can. Maybe there's too little substance inside me to even be fixed. Yeah, you don't need to tell me that you're so right. But at least, I think I understand it now, and should be able to fight without having something gnaw at me, something that felt unnoble and made me constantly wonder what I was doing wrong. I'm okay with living like that. Not going to pretend it wouldn't be nice to patch myself up somehow. Guess the ship sailed so. Back in our session, in whatever way I botched my quest or didn't reach God tier, or I don't even know what it was I did or didn't do. I guess that's the problem, isn't it? The mystery of it. Things are supposed to be done. Good and bad and different realities. The mistakes I made but can't learn from, because I can't remember. Or the heroic things I supposedly did. Sacrifices I made to save you, to save everybody, would tell me nothing about myself, what I'm really capable of, because I can't remember. Maybe it's delusional of me to imagine that just having another set of memories is going to make me feel more complete. I can't stop thinking about it though. I guess it's always tempting to think there's one hidden answer to everything. No matter how fantastical or inaccessible, and if only you could find it, you'd finally have the perfect resolution to everything about yourself you can't stand. So I just keep wondering to myself that maybe if only I could just remember, I wouldn't have to feel like this. Well, I wasn't really expecting to tell you all that. I just wanted to catch you before you go off to battle and wish you luck. And to let you know how important you've been to me in a way that wasn't like clouded by usual trash talk and mind games. I guess that's what you get for ignoring me for 2 seconds. A little too much reality for my idiot who's more messed up inside than she ever lets on. Anyway, later, Circuit. Hello, Calibrator. Ceased rolling a Vecnet's group AG. And now comes my favorite animatic in the whole comic. Yeah, I already showed you this one. Now you will finally need the now you will finally have the context to it. Okay, give me a minute. I need a break to go to the bathroom. Oh my god, also something hits different now. I've been trying to figure out for weeks how it will go. I love it so much. Yeah, I admitted this animation gets to me because each of the characters that follow over the comic is getting their send off here. And Whisker at the lowest point in her life is just so happy to see Therese again. She doesn't even have ill feelings anymore that Therese is the one who killed her. That is why Ghost Whisker is the best version of Whisker. Your name is Wade Slick. You are the leader of a notoriously stupid gang of mobsters called the Feld. Your purpose is a gang known as the Big Bad Crew at some indeterminate point in the past all died off due to the time shenanigans. Oh, how you lost time shenanigans. Your long quest to revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the clock belonging to the host Plush, who in some gruesome manner gave birth to your gang's former boss, Lord English. Your former subordinates, Club Deuce, Diamond Rooks, and Hearts Boxcars are all dead. Your current subordinates Itchy, Dose, Trace, Clover, Finn, Crowbar, Sawbuck, Matchstick X, Biscuits, Carters, Cans, Miss Paint, and the Central Butler are all being stored in the magic oven you're currently carrying. They're mostly a bunch of idiots, and you aren't particularly fond of some, except that Miss Paint dame. You suppose she's a real looker. You've rocketed to the session from the furthest wing, using the rocket S, which you apparently have. Your objective is to locate and murder Lord English to once and for all complete your quest for revenge. Those Whisker would want to just play with Therese again like they used to, calling it now. Yep. Jake got his opponent. Oh god, poor Jake. What the hell is that? If only you could get a closer look. Too bad that's just a fake red plastic eye you've got there. Jack, what are you doing? No, you're flickering ignoring continuity now. I didn't give you a working cybernetic eye. Stop that. Fine, you want to pretend it's a real fucking cyber eye? Go ahead. What do I even care at this point? Just make shit up to spite me. It's fine. Use some way in which you appear the real cyber eye and see it as none other than your arch nemesis Lord English himself. Or at least the closest thing passing for him in this session. You will leave these knuckleheads to rumble amongst themselves. You suddenly don't care about them at all. In a screenshot of the chair, Jake be so connected to look like he wet his pants. Oh my god. I mean, you can make a screenshot of my video then. All you care about is payback. You've got a casino to avenge, remember that? That didn't stop from being a thing. Here we are. Ready, everyone? I guess as ready as one can be to initiate lethal combat with the extraterrestrial founder of a nefarious baking god syndicate. Wait, what? I thought we were fighting the Condens. Yeah, the Condens is Betty Crocker. She is? Yes, wait, John, are you telling me you're only realizing this now? Unbelievable. Hey, nobody told me, okay? There's a thing called interference, John. Examining a large body of evidence, putting the pieces together, making certain logical leaps, drawing conclusions. It was a perfect fear-wetting face and pose. Sorry, I guess I was too busy saving everybody from dying horribly to solve a very stupid mystery about a shitty cave woman. I guess so. So what do you have to say about that? About what? About the alias of the Condens? Oh, it's fine, I guess. Fine. Yeah, what else am I supposed to think about it? I don't know. I guess I thought you might be floored by the stunning revelation, given your original hatred for the particular desert corporation. It's alright. Thought that makes sense actually. What's the big deal? John, you are kind of letting me down here. Sorry, I just think we have bigger fish to fry than fish. I mean, more important things to do than get down on the floor and have a melodramatic tantrum about a ridiculous and stupid fact that doesn't matter. John, stop it. The degree of maturity you're showing here is really bad for a whale. Oh, shush, listen, whatever she is, cake mogul or alien empress or queen of Earth, or sexy sea lady with too much hair, let's just fuck up. Yeah! Hey, Roxy, what are you doing with the sword? What's this? Yes, it was sort of my improvised gravestone deal, but I guess became kinda meaningless when my cat robbed the grave. So I figured I might as well go nap it again. I'll let the cool sword go to waste. You know, if my bow dice 3 would not approve. That's true, I guess. Is that why you took it out of the stone slab thingy in the first place? Kinda, that was different. How? Back when I first saw it on your blue planet. That was when I just lost all my friends and I thought for a while they all might be gone for good. And I saw the sword poking out of there and it reminded me of Dirk. Reminded me of everyone we just said goodbye to, even if it only turned out to be temporary. I don't know what it meant to people before I came along, but to me it was a symbol. Of all the people who didn't make it as far as we did, so I stole it. See, I'm a goddamn rogue. I take shit. Now I'm a take back from the witch everything she stole that should have been ours, promise of a better life. A future for humanity and trolls alike, all the shit. I'm going to fight its leg and make it all start being a thing again. Let's never let all that stop from being a thing ever again. Okay, guys? What? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm sure that possibly all made sense. Good speech. There's their opponent. Oh, Mina is pissed. For the condenses as her name is here. Yeah, we are almost at the final animation. Proud fatherly admiration. Hey, you there, get back in the mob for I thought you what? You hurt me, don't make me come over there. God damn it, you're gonna make me come over there, aren't ya? Running ghost armies like herding catfish, I swear to glub. Wait a minute, you aren't some Wendicarket ghost, you're alive, but dreaming or something. Yeah, I'm alive as far as I know. Yeah, you are, I can't tell these things, who's alive, who ain't? Georgine an article shouting McNubbs, hey! Hi, you are, what the fuck was your name again? The punky teen version of the condensed right? Aren't you like a bad guy, or do you have some sort of fucking anti-hero thing going on? No, you fool, I'm a good guy. I'm leading this whole ghost army and everything. We're gonna kill Lord English. Oh, is that what you're doing with all these ghosts? Wow, that is pretty fucking ambitious. Yeah, man. Hey, we talked about this, don't you remember? We did. Yeah, I told you this whole plan once. That I was gonna raise an army until a big dude. I got kinda sidetracked from the whole thing for a while. Got dropped some. I'm sure you know how it is. Not really. Anyway, I finally did it. I raised the army with the help from the front, and now here it is. If I recall, I told you all this and you said you wanted to run away and join my army, but you never did. Sorry, none of this is ringing a peal screamer. Are you sure it was me you were talking to? Maybe it was the red sweater guy. Fuck no, it wasn't him. I'm sure it was you. Or maybe some version of you, I don't know. Anyway, it don't matter and you are here now, so what do you say? You wanna join the fight? Maybe. I don't remember what happened. I was talking to Kanaya and then, shit, I'm drawing a blank. I think we were talking about getting ready for battle. Yeah, damn, I need to wake up and help my friends. Do you know how I can wake up? No idea, dude. Fuck. But as long as you were here and like a crazy impervious dream ghost form, you could lend a flipper to use truly. This is where the most important action is anyway. It's the one for all the one circles. Gonna take down English for good, even though he's supposedly invisible. Got a good feeling about this one though. Feel like we're gonna make it stick this time. Here we go, get the popcorn. So this is really it then. This is where it's all going to end finally. Yeah. And it's probably fate that I ended up here, however that happened. I guess I tripped and fell and hit my head or something. Probably some sort of subconscious slip, like some part of me knew I had to fall asleep now to fulfill my destiny. This must have been what I kicked and I wanted all along. Oh, sure, whatever. Okay, I'll do it. I will join your army. Okay, nice, and get in line, shouty. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean just cram myself in there with the rest of the rebel? With all the dead evidence and the Peters and the idiot version of Soluxus with a fucking helmet? All the loser failed doomed versions of myself? Yeah, that's the idea. That's what joining an army is, bro. Come on, you yourself said I wasn't just some rando. Can I be at least a little more important than like doomed Aquarius 45832 who is wearing a saucy Met outfit for some fucking reason? What do you propose? What do I propose? What do you propose? Oh, I don't know. Can I at least maybe be on the front line? But I'm the guy who's leading the charge. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Awesome, this is going to be great. Okay, what weapons should I use? Probably Homestuck later. Wait, do I have those with me? You dream ghost, you can have whatever you want, I think. That's how that works. Are there like rules for this dream ghost shit? Now's not the time to be asking junk like that, brah. Me about to wise a pigeon for a landing who gives the food where your ghost tickles come from. Yeah, you are right. I shouldn't get hung up on pedantic details and start thinking about the inspirational speech I was had to give on this fateful day. What the fuck speech? Yeah, is that okay? Fuck no, I already gave one and it was dope as shell. Inspired the shit out of everyone or terrified them. Same diff. Oh. And I just go for anyway. I guess, as long as you do it quietly over there. I don't do anything quietly. Then walk further away, see like I'm doing, but in the opposite direction as this. Later shout I got an army to run. Get back here when you're done murmuring about whatever motivational noise you think's gonna get you and you alone pumped. See ya, nups. Alright, I won't be long. Wait, did I get tricked into giving a speech to myself in fucking outer space? Fuck, okay, never mind then. The last thing I want to do is start emulating Strider's insufferable rambling soliloquies. Who does he even think he's talking to? How many times have people yelled from the other room? Dude, are you talking to us? We can't fucking hear you. Oh my god, I'm doing it now, aren't I? Fuck. Thank god he's not here to hear me say that. I'd never hear the end of it. I wonder how he's doing right now, fighting. Wait, who was he fighting? One of the like 50 fucking jacks. I forgot already. When I tripped and fulfilled my destiny as a warrior, I must have hit my stink pan harder than I thought. Well, fulfilled my destiny as a warrior is another thing. I'm glad Dave didn't hear me say Jesus Christ. Anyway, whoever it is he's fighting now. I hope he's okay. We are here. Where? Our destination, you mean the Green Sun? It feels like we have been approaching it for hours. Do you mean we are finally close enough to it for whatever it is we have to do? Yes, we are close enough now, but we do not have to do anything. Only I do. Oh, then, what do I have to do? Nothing. You need to accompany me on journey so the time could pass for you. Now the time has passed. I see. Is there anything you would like to say or ask before we part ways for good? For good? You mean I will never see you again after I wake up? No one will ever see me again after you wake up. Then, what am I supposed to do when I wake up? By then, the fight should be over. Assuming your friends were successful, you must use your abilities to see the new universe with your new home. That is all. That's it? And I want to help them all with the fight. It sounds dangerous, and I have all these powers. Really good powers, maybe even. The best powers? Yes, they are the best powers. But why can't I just wake up and use them? Powers such as yours are a great asset, but in time became an even greater liability. That is why you sleep. I don't understand. You will not be able to control them for the purpose of your mission. You are barely in control of your most modest capabilities. You're still quite young and you're kind of soft. The ability to absolutely dominate, better house than a being designed for seclusion, singularity of purpose and remorseless resolve, but it's too much for one like you. You're probably right. Actually, it's scary to think about sometimes. It won't be a problem for much longer, huh? Not your concern. Until then, you may want to appreciate the final moments of intimate connection to this continuous supreme source of power. How? It's up to you. If you must have advice, I will give you some similar to that I gave your other space-playing friend. I told her to live where before she had not. So too, you were similarly imprisoned by various inertias. These weigh on you. You are a child belonging to a race for which the distinction is understood corresponds with experience of enjoyment. Perhaps you should try to have fun. Goodbye, Jade. Jade! Did Dave's fight? You are alive and very different. It's Dave Peter actually, and yeah, I'm different because this whole other person mixed up in me. Her name was Nikita. Oh wow, I'm so happy to see you, even if you have come through some pretty big changes. Yeah. So what are you doing here? Are you asleep too? Nah, I'm awake and like actually here and stuff. Yes, I just decided to fly away up to the sun like a fucking piece of garbage after all. Like I always said I would. Haha, you did. I don't remember that. Yeah, I said stuff like that sometimes. Jade, I used to be fairly depressed. Yeah, well, I do remember that. You seem to be in pretty high spirits now, so. Yes, I'm doing a fucking phenomenon, yo. But for real, I'm not actually here to visit the sun. I flew here as a point of reference to get my bearings. I'm actually on my way to go find Lord English. Have you seen him? No, I've spent the last however long hiding from him actually. Was Calliope. Who? She's my new friend. Well, I guess one of two new friends by that name technically. One of them was presumably you're back with our friends now, the other just quite literally flew away up to the sun. Like a fucking piece of garbage? No, she's quite dignified and aloof as a matter of fact. I sincerely doubt she has ever done anything like a piece of garbage. Okay, Anyway, if you want to find him, I would guess all you have to do is follow his trail of destruction. See the cracks? Oh yeah, good point. Yes, I could sniff him out. Expect I don't know what he smells like, but I guess I do know what some people who will be near him smell like. Like who? Whiskers, for once. Also supposedly a staggering dick ton of ghosts. So I can smell around for where the ghosts are all at. Sounds like a good plan. Geez, Dave, Dave Peter, Weather, I missed you so much. Oh, sorry, Harley. I say I missed you too, but it was barely a day ago I last saw you. This version of me, I mean. I made it all the way through this 3 years voyage with you. Guess the one who made the trip with you wasn't so lucky, huh? No, he and John died not long after we departed. I was so lonely. But I don't feel too bad now that I know it all worked out, and that deaths were just part of something bigger going on. Right, John's absurd time hobby mission. So fucking glad some non-Dave dude could finally grab the weight on the time to do bullshit. And I guess I'm personally so grateful to him because without a succession of hand-wavy dog stunts, I wouldn't have become Dave Peter, which is literally the best thing either of us have ever been. That's great. So nice to see you are happy now, even if technically I never got to be a part of the journey for you. But you did. I've got a lot of different Dave memories in me, and they are all part of who I am now, including the memories you contributed to. Oh, cool. So what were things like in the timeline you were from? How was our trip together? It was good mostly. Kinda turbulent, I guess, but that was mostly on account of me being a miserable bird douche. Haha. Oh, also we dated for a while. What? OMG. It was nice for a while, but then I put a stop to that. Why? Again, bird douche. Wow, I can't believe I missed this, even if it didn't go that well. And still something I would have gladly taken over the loneliness of that trip. I can't even say how much I thought about you both, and to hear that you'd actually sniff. I'm sorry, Dave Peter. I guess killing Yope is right. This must be part of my past. As a space player, someone who falls back, as he said. Maybe being pushed aside by fate and like being deprived of important people and experiences. No matter how painful it is, or how much you feel like you need them. I guess it's just how it goes for us. I think I never appreciated how much of a burden your aspect was to you, but I think I'm starting to get it now. It just took a long time to figure out what mine really meant. So that's what space means, being lonely. That's a bit of an oversimplification, but I think that can be one of the results of gaining a deeper understanding of it, or becoming connected to it more. And I know the stuff is all pretty mysterious. I don't have it all figured out yet, obviously. I just feel pretty sad that as I get closer to understanding my abilities in true nature, that probably means being deprived of some important experiences. Like I get closer to my aspect, but further away from everyone I love, and further from feeling like a person. Just a really empty feeling after a while. Empty like space, I guess. Huh? But you weren't actually deprived of important experiences. Stuff like us dating and John's stupid birthday parties and playing shitty Ghostbuster MMOs. That stuff all happened to you, it's just you don't have access to the memories. They didn't happen to shape this particular version of yourself, but they all played a role in like greater Jade growth that makes sense. Everything that ever happens to every version of you is an important part of your ultimate self, like a superseding bodiless and timeless person that crosses the boundary with a paradox space, and unlike God tears or bubble ghosts or whatever, it is mortal. But in your physical form, there are still these partitions in your mind that prevent you from remembering any of that which makes your existence feel totally linear. It is probably for the best. In a regular body seeing all that would be too overwhelming. And for the bright form like mine, so it's fine. I guess the same slightly might will make it possible to suddenly understand so much is also what makes it possible to make it bearable all at once. Not even just bearable, actually sort of liberating and cool. And after it sinks in for a while, you start coming to this understanding of a greater self. Maybe I got it quicker though because of the two people I was and their aspects. Understanding hard is all about the nuances of a distributed self. Maybe they never got to make much headway with the aspect that he's finally getting the chance. The time aspect is all about running into different versions of yourself, so you kinda get confronted with it in a really little way that can be disturbing. Obviously, Dave struggled with that too, but now it's fine. He's free from worrying about it all and what it means for his place in reality. Because he can see now all the selves have relevance in painting the full picture of who he truly is. I'm not completely sure because I'm not like some sort of aspect master, but my alien/feline intuition tells me that all roads will lead you here eventually. Gaining the deepest possible understanding of any aspect will bring you to the same final conclusion about your ultimate self. So maybe that's starting to happen for you too. The space aspect sounds like a hard and lonely road to travel. I think they probably all are. But you're getting there, Jade. You're doing great, and I'm so proud of you. Thanks, Dave Peter. I really can't believe it. You sound so different, but you're still Dave in a way. It's hard to say how happy it makes me to see you doing well. Yeah, likewise. I mean, assuming you are doing well, are you? I think so. Hey, what are you doing out here anyway? I'm asleep. I want to go join our friends and help out, but I'm not supposed to wake up. Why not? I don't know, I'm just not. Lily said I was too strong or something, but she also said I should have fun, though I don't know. I guess I'm just waiting around for the right moment. Nah, that's done. You should be able to do whatever you want. Really? Well, at least she was right about the having fun part. Maybe that's what she meant. Maybe she was leaving it up to you in a mysterious way. Leaving what up to me? The decision to wake up? Sure, why not? But I don't know how. I do. supposed to wake me up. No, that was just goodbye. This is supposed to wake you up. Hey, if you wake up, you gotta deal with these two. Mist, ja. He just vanished. Did someone bark? Teresi, was it you? What? No, I didn't bark. I thought that was you. Why would I bark? Well, why the fuck would I bark? Okay, this is changed. It's the 9. It was probably just Jade. Hey guys. She's awake. Isn't she supposed to be asleep? Yeah. Fuck. Hey Dave, I got your note. I missed you too. Jade, goddammit, go back to sleep. No way. Looks like you gave me a little assignment in case I woke up. Well, as it turns out, I'm very much awake and I intend to stay that way. See you guys. Apparently I've got a couple of dogs to deal with. Oh yeah, by the way, Dave, you're a pretty good kisser. Even when you've got cat lips. What? See ya. Bye, idiot. Whatever. Let's hope today of all days is not the day she fucked everything up. Yeah. So what's the deal, dudes? You both done with your rooftop feelings jam? I think so. What do you think, Dave? About what? Are we done here? I guess so. You sure there isn't anything else on your mind before we start fighting? Tell you what, I'll give you one last lightning round question. Ask me anything. Go ahead. I'll give you a straight answer. Alright. Here goes. Why are we so fucking awesome? Dave. That's the best fucking question anybody ever asked. Get to the point already. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while, Caliborn. Finally not a chase anymore. Okay. Be aware, this animation will be almost 20 minutes long. He's using for all the leitmotifs. Homestuck. This is John's leitmotif. those roses? Yeah, the update. The entrance must have changed. I always have trouble hearing that one. And one lost cute carcass. And yes, the song is called Opatobi Style. Really. It's impossible to get all the details of this animation with only one watch. I love what they use each and every cute for fighting. Yeah, at least Jake is getting his moment. Remember the towers from the Midnight Crew? That is why it was so important. It all comes back here. Oh, there's a reminder. Number 4 is a lucky one. Oh my god, the necromantic salamander came back. He's using the machine gun of what English? by the way, this animation came out after Undertale release. So if you hear a little bit of Undertale leitmotifs in there, this is why. Yes, this was post Undertale. Came out in 2016, there was like a mega pause. I can look at the exact date at the bottom of the page once the animation is over. Too good for where he was, Oh, Kiliopto is so cute. Kiliopto, you're also cute, even so you're a little shit track. Yeah, until you see how it's post Undertale, they couldn't have done this performance. I think he'll come to the best song this whole animation. No, no, Jane. Not like this. Jane, you did it. You targeted it. Don't forget, I have a big weakness for Jade. Yeah, take yourself this beating for a long time. Do we last moves to step into its final hidden? truly one of the best characters in this comic. I have to let it go until the end. I don't remember if there's anything that happened still. As you see, they couldn't do this as Flash. They had to do this as video, even the unofficial collection. Okay, then not much left anymore. So let's just go through the last few pages. Oh, this is cute. And don't worry, Dirk's alright. Yeah, okay, I will leave it to Whisker. Beating this guy up was actually a good idea. Oh my god, what a lot of the Wing reference. I just love that he thinks about his own dad. Okay, and there's one last animation for us to watch. About 9 minutes long. This is the actual ending, and the chat is kinda in the way, so let me make it smaller. Okay. No, come on, not now. Don't feel like it right now. Oh mein Gott, Clara. And that was it. That was it. That was the entire comic Homestuck read by me on stream. I really did it. Over 8,000 pages. You might ask yourself, where the fuck is Final Battle? Well, remember Caliborn's claymation? And that he said it was spoilers? Yep. will never be the same again. Thank you for the journey. Wait, I think there's one last page to read. Kara. He's hungry now. Oh, these are just the credits. Okay, I'm letting them play, but I'm getting to feed the cat, so I'm upset for a minute. God, Chai just put food down if he doesn't eat it. Okay, now let me block this guy. What one last thing, I will never get over how small Soleo is in comparison to the others. She's just teeny. Yeah, the best thing is getting born at the same time. Oh my god, John has his birthday again. So yeah, one thing that I still want to say is, it's kinda interesting that during the making of Homestuck, Toby Fox was living in the basement of Andrew Hussey. But now, Andrew Hussey is the one that nobody talks about anymore, and there's a rather negative reception, while Toby Fox is becoming a little bit famous with making a game. And he's only become famous enough that he was hired to make music for the Pokemon franchise, which is just the biggest video game franchise in the world. And he was like, hey, I need help for Delta Green. I don't think anyone will actually be interested in it. And I was like, you have no idea. I bet he's got 200 guys who want to be hired by him. Best is Toby Fox just always is himself, whereas the Delta newsletter subscribe to, and it's always such fun to read. You can see that he's very passionate about what he makes, but he's also kinda insecure about it. And it's so fucking wholesome. I'm talking like Dave. Stuff. This isn't even a cat. fun out sitting here instead of eating. Oh, okay, so when are the Prince of Perth? You know, I feel a little sorry for Tom at the end. I think all these events were leaving him with quite a bit of depression. Okay, and we are back in the beginning. Well then, what did we all unlock? I don't see it anymore. Thank you so much for watching, everyone who was at the stream and everyone on YouTube. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had reading this whole comic. And I hope I see you again next week when I probably will start a new game that I want to do a blind playthrough of. Have a good night or a good day and see you!